Good morning, children. Children, today we are going to learn about light and shadow. Okay. In previous session, we learned about effect of the moon on tides, right? So in today's session, we are going to learn about light and shadow. So light, as you know, what is the natural light? Yes, we get the light from the sun, right? So in total on the universe, as of we know, stars only having the light. So sun is the biggest star and which is very nearer to earth. That's why out of all the stars, sun only appears bigger because it is nearer to the earth other than remaining stars. Okay. So sun has the only light of its own. Sun only has only lights of its own, and all other planets and the satellites will reflect from the light of the sun. So no planet have, and no moon, nothing, no satellite have the light of their own. Only they will reflect the light from the sun. Okay. Yes. So sun only have the light. And when the shadow will be formed? What is shadow? Have you observed when you in the morning, if you are standing under the sunlight, your shadow will be formed like this, right? So here the sun is here and the people are standing over here, and their shadow will be formed exactly their backs. And whenever you go, your shadow will be followed, right? And sometimes the shadow will be very longer and sometimes it is very smaller. So what is the how it will be, how what all this will happen, and why the shadow sometimes it will bigger and sometimes it will very smaller, and how it will the shadow will happen, how, what is the secret behind this? So shadow, when we are going to learn about shadow, so you already know the rotation and revolution of the sun, right? So rotation, what is rotation? Earth rotates around the sun. So which the part which is faced to the sun will have a day, right? And the remaining part will have a night. So you already learned it. Rotation of the rotation of the earth causes day and night. So the part which faces the sun has the day. The light on which the light on which part of the earth, the light falls on which part of the earth, that part has a day, and the remaining part is a night, because this part shadow will be here. So because of this shadow, it will be night over here, right? Right. I will show. So shadow only happens in case of opaque objects. Light and shadow. Light and shadow. Okay. So if there is a sun and here is the earth, okay, so the sun's rays falls on this part. So this part have a day, right? And this part have night. Okay. So this part shadow will be here. So that's why it has night. So earth is an opaque body, so it does not allow any light to pass through it. You already know three types of transparent, translucent and opaque. So earth is an opaque body, so it does not allow light to pass through it. That's a, so its shadow will be here, backside. So that's why it has night. Okay. Yes. So same like moon also didn't have any light of its own. It also reflect from the light of the sun. Okay. Yes. So now we will you already know about the three types of objects. What are the three types? Transparent, translucent and opaque, because shadow will be depend on these three objects. So the objects through the light can pass easily, they are called what? Transparent. Light passes very easily, okay, and only some light here, translucent, passes, okay, and does not allow light to pass through it, okay. So this is opaque. So transparent is the which objects allow light to pass through it very easily, and translucent, this allow light but some light, not like transparent. Whereas opaque, it does not allow any light. If you observe in this picture, these are transparent, we can see the inside the light here, the light is passing. Here translucent, only we can see blur light, so it is allowing some light to pass, where in the case of opaque it does not allow. So if an object does not allow the light, it forms a shadow behind it. So shadow will be formed only in the case of opaque objects. Remember that thing, okay? Yes. So these are opaque objects which have a shadow, right? And this shadow will be depend on the size of the shadow. The size of shadow depends on two things. One is the height of the light. The height of the light and the distance of the light from the object. The distance of the light from the object on which it falls, okay. So based on these two things, the shadow size will be decided, size of the shadow will be decided, okay. Yes. Now I will show how this light can pass through these three, and the shadow, how the shadow will depend according to these two rules, okay. Yes. First we will start with transparent, translucent and opaque objects. So here I am having a torch, this is a source of light, and so this is the plastic sheet. So this is transparent, so you can see the floor through it, right? Then so I am passing the light, so you can easily observe that light is passing through it, right? See the light passing, right? It allows the light to pass through it, okay. Yes, this is transparent. So transparent things allow light to pass through it, whereas this is a glass, very thick glass, and this is translucent. See, it is allowing light but not clearly as transparent, okay. It is allowing the light but not clearly as transparent. You can see some blur light, you can see the image of this back side of the glass here. So it is allowing only some light to pass through it, not like transparent object. So this is opaque, and you can't see the things through it very clearly, okay. Yes. When it comes to opaque, this is opaque, so it does not allow any light. Is there any light? No light, right? So no light on the floor, so it does not allow any light. So if we move from here, then you can see the shadow of this plate. So this is opaque, that's why the shadow was formed, right? So opaque objects only forms the shadow, whereas translucent also forms but a little, not like this, because it allows some light to pass it, so it will not form a particular correct shadow. So whereas opaque objects will form definite shadow, it has the definite shape of the object, exact shape of the object. See, so this is also our body, human body also opaque. So it is also does not allow any light to pass through it. When the light falls on our opaque, then it is, see, my hand shadow is here. So it is opaque, that's why it is forming a shadow. So opaque objects only forms shadow, right? And then, so we can see through this transparent objects, but we can't see through this translucent. We can see but blur. It is not clear as much as like transparent. Okay. So this is about the transparent, translucent and opaque object. And now we will learn about the how the size of shadow will be decided according to this two. Okay. Yes. So I am taking for this is the tin object. So this is the opaque object, right? And again light. So I am having the light. See, it is the shadow of the tin will be like this. Okay. Here the shadow. So it is bigger, very bigger. When the light falls from a larger distance, so it will leads to larger shadow. When the light falls from a, yes, wait. So I have to show using a small object because it is very big, that's why you can't see the shadow properly. Now I will choose a small object, so you can easily identify how the shadow will be formed. Okay. Here I am taking this fixed bottle, so I will show. So here this is also opaque body and it also forms a shadow. So first the distance will be this much, then the shadow will be. Then if I come closer to this object, then the shadow will be going bigger. See, when I am moving back, so the distance is increasing from the object, so the shadow will be short. Okay. Here the shadow will be very short. If I keep this light nearer to this object, then the shadow will be bigger. So distance, the distance of the light from this object. So if it is nearer to the object, then the shadow will be bigger. If it is far away from the object, then the shadow will be very small, right? So this is distance. And height. So when it falls from a great height, so it will form only small, like this. So when it is coming closer, so it will be big, right? So when it is going, so it will be very short. So height also decide the size of the shadow. See, here the shadow is increasing its size, right? When it is going far away, then it is becoming very small. See, okay, this is shadow is bigger here and the shadow will be very small. Okay. So height of the light also decides the shadow. And when the light is east side, for example this is east side and the shadow will be west side, just opposite direction. When the shadow will be just above that object, then shadow will be just around the object, just around the object. And when the shadow will be, the light will be west side and the shadow will be east side. So that's why if you observe here, if you observe in the morning, so sun rises in the east, this is east and this is west, so just up our shadow will be formed just opposite side, so east and our shadow in west side. So mid time it will be just around us, and evening, so sun in the west but our shadow will be in the east, opposite direction. Okay. So this is about the shadow. Understood? And then we will go for the sundials. So sundials, these are the type of clocks which were used in olden days. Okay, which were used in olden days when there were no clocks. So the people used to make the sundials like this, and this will tell them the time. So the shadow, according to this shadow only this will work. So I will show how the sundial works through a picture. Okay, so according to the sun, if the sun moves according the movement of the sun, then only the time will be decided. Okay, yes. So we can observe over here. Here observe, here the sun is moving like this, right, and the shadow is moving like this. So they will know the time. Here the time 1 2 3 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock. So they used to know the time by this. See, here according to the sun, shadow also moving. When the sun is here, the shadow will be here. When the sun is here, the shadow will be here. When the sun is here, the shadow will be here. So according to these sundials, they used to know the time, right? Yeah, these are called sundials. So our old people used to know the time using these sundials, because there were no clocks. Okay, got it? Yes. So these are the sundials, and the biggest sundial in the world is located at Jantar Mantar in our country only. That is at New Delhi, and the place is Jantar Mantar. If you visit Delhi and go to Jantar Mantar and watch the biggest sundial over there. Okay, beta. Yes, this is for today's session. I hope you understood the session. And in this session, what we have learned about light and shadow. Okay, I hope you understood. And if you have any doubts, ask me in the online session. I will explain once again. Okay, beta. Till then, have a nice day. Bye bye.